beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry for the look today, but to be very honest with you guys, I wasn't really prepared to film. But I don't know, some ideas just struck me, so I said, what the hell, let's do it. So before we get started with our topic from today, I want to share with you an update. I've decided to create several playlists on my channel so that you guys can go and search directly for, you know, the topics that you are interested in. So as of today, you will find a playlist for my travels and adventures, a different playlist for, you know, all the informational stuff that I'm preparing and that I will give you, and also a third playlist which is going to include, you know, all the fun things about Czech Republic and Czech people. Okay, so let's jump into our topic for today. I want to give you guys, you know, a more complex understanding or you know, glimpse into the Czech culture and Czech mentality and everything around that. And I'm gonna try to keep it as short and as sweet as possible, because I know, for example, that me personally, I don't like to watch videos which are longer than 4 minutes or 5 minutes max. They tend to become quite boring, and I want it to be fun in the same time, you know. So therefore I thought in creating, you know, this very famous statement about you are Czech when. So let's see, you are Czech when what? You are Czech when you start drinking beer with 10. Now, I don't know if this thing still happens today, but I know that in the old times parents used to give actually their children beer to drink from a very early age. You are Czech when you spend every summer weekend at your cottage outside of the city. And someone actually explained to me where this is coming from. You know, Czech Republic or former Czechoslovakia used to be also a communist country. So back then people were living, you know, in blocks, in flats, and they didn't really had a lot of nature, or, you know, they couldn't do too many stuff outside. So what they were doing, they were buying these small pieces of land outside of the city, and they were going there for the weekend. Basically, they were building their own cottage, which I find it to be very cool. You are Czech when you think that a mullet is something really cool. And for those of you who don't know what a mullet is, I'm sorry, but I can't stop laughing. Have a look here. It's the phony haircut. Now, let me tell you what this means exactly. This is like business in the front and party in the back. It's really true that nowadays, you know, the younger generations, you don't really see that anymore, but older people are still wearing it quite often. You are Czech when you always complain. Now, when I first came here, I thought I'm pretty normal, you know. I was mostly, as a person, complaining about the weather. Like, I really had difficulties with the weather. But in general, I think that, or I've seen that Czech people are actually complaining about everything. Food, weather, partner, money, job, everything that they could complain about, they actually do it. You are Czech when you wear sandals with white socks. Again, have a look. Now, this, I'm not sure if it came from Germany all the way here, but maybe some of you know that this is very famous in Germany as well. The only difference is that in Germany only the guys are wearing such hideous thing on the street. Here, the bad part is that I've seen women wearing something like that as well. You are Czech when you wake up at 5 AM to walk your dog for 1 hour. About this statement, I want to tell you guys the following. Czech people really love dogs. Like, every second or third family has a dog, which I think is pretty nice. But they wake up really early because, you know, they need time for this. Now, in Romania, in my home country, there are a lot of dogs, or a lot of people who actually have dogs as well. I don't know if, you know, they are just lazy, but I don't see them like going out more than 15 minutes with their dogs. So I was kind of wondering, like, if the poor Romanian dogs would know, like, what kind of treatment the Czech dogs are getting, like if they would be jealous or something. I don't know. You are Czech when you go into a shoe store and you buy the ugliest pairs of shoes that you can find. I don't want to comment on that. Here are a few pictures of shoes that you can see, you know, every day on the street. Actually, I do want to comment. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm very afraid because if this expands, this will really become a global issue. You are Czech when you get your lunch at 11:30. This clearly happens because Czech people are waking up so early. From my own experience, what I can comment is the following. I work in a business center which has like more than 10 buildings, I think, and all these buildings, they are sharing together 3 or 4 food courts. They are quite big, and usually I go for lunch between 12:15, 12:30, something like this, and whenever I get there, there is already a very long queue and I always need to wait 10 to 15 minutes to get something to eat. You are Czech when you have an exchange pair of shoes underneath your desk at work. I'm not really sure what the background of that is. Honestly, I've never asked any of my Czech friends, but due to the nature of my work, I had the opportunity to visit a few schools in the Czech Republic, and I've seen that this is very common, you know, for children. They actually have some sort of a small room somewhere at the entrance where they need to change their shoes and get, you know, clean ones. Which is totally understandable for children, but I don't understand why the adults are doing this. Maybe you guys can answer this question for me, because I would be really curious to know why. You are Czech when you eat dumplings with cabbage. And frankly, although I have 4 years living here already, I've never tried this combination. I did have the dumplings before, once or 2 times actually, but it was with some kind of beef meat and sauce, and it was something totally different. But I don't know, like the dumplings and the cabbage together, it just doesn't really sound very appealing to me. And on top of that, these dumplings, they really look like very strange. Like they're actually called knedilki. Not sure if I said it properly, but I think that this is the word. But they have this whitish color and the shape and look of a sponge, you know, that you are washing the dishes with. So I think that here, you know, it's just a matter of taste in the end. So these are the most common things that I know about the Czech mentality and, you know, the Czech habits. In case that I missed any of them, or you guys know, you know, some extras that you want to add, please feel free to do it in the comment box down below. Also, if any of the ones that I told you about are untrue, feel free to comment. Otherwise, don't forget, you know, to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you guys next time. Bye bye!